Namaste, viewers, and very warm greetings from Team The Indian Lawyer. I'm Sushila Ram Varma, Chief Consultant at the firm. Today, we bring you yet another episode on the Indian Lawyer Legal Tips. Our topic for the day is media trials, a word that one hears over and over again on the television or reads about it in newspapers. What a media trial necessarily means is that a trial is conducted by the media even before the trial is over in a court of law. This practice has been really looked down by the courts in India and have also been condemned in many cases. In the conventional world, trials are always conducted by a court of law, where the judge, after examining all the evidence, comes to a conclusion. But very often we have noticed that the media grabs on to some news item which is very important or which has a great significance and then tends to sensationalize that particular item in order to increase their TRPs or their ratings or their viewership. This act is obviously condemned because it kind of prejudices the trial that actually happens in a court of law. In a media trial, the media very often declares a person guilty even when he or she is innocent. This is very unfair because a lot of defamation is done to the to the concerned person, and this affects not only his personal life but also his career and his family. Some of the very important media trials that have happened in the recent past are the Arushi murder case, where the media very conveniently labeled the parents as the perpetrators of the crime, whereas when the Allahabad High Court passed the final judgment, the parents were deemed to be innocent. Again, in the case of Nirbhaya, the media tried to make Nirbhaya seem to be a loose charactered person, which was extremely unfair when Nirbhaya had gone through so much of agony and torture at the hands of the perpetrators. In today's world, the media plays a very, very important role in our lives. But has the media ever realized that when they go and sensationalize a case of a person's personal life, what damage they are doing? If they realized that, they would have probably prevented a number of suicides or a number of very tragic incidents that happen because of media trials. Another outcome of a media trial is that the concerned person becomes stigmatized or his entire family is looked down upon. This is a very sad and unfortunate event because not only is the person already traumatized by the events that have occurred in his or her life, but the shame that is caused by a media trial is something that they cannot live with. While the Indian Constitution assures every citizen the right to freedom of speech, that freedom of speech comes with certain restrictions. These restrictions are mentioned on the slide. However, the press, without bothering about the restrictions, goes ahead and makes the most of a media trial, thereby not only violating someone's rights but also breaching the law. The media should always handle the news that is there in a very responsible manner to ensure that there is no incitement or there is no communal riots or there is no strikes or any other act that could cause or endanger the security of the country. Let us now understand what is the impact of a media trial on an individual. A. It defames him or her, and sometimes this defamation can be for a lifetime. Secondly, the right to privacy, which is a very important right for every human being, is violated. And thirdly, and probably the most important aspect, is the mental harm that such a media trial can do because the person is psychologically so badly affected that at times he or she even commits suicide. Let us now examine media trials versus a judicial trial. In a media trial, the media picks up a news item, decides who to blame, starts blaming that person, passes a decision, and generally changes the public opinion in a manner that suits the media. Whereas in a judicial trial, The court examines all the facts, the evidence, and after going through everything, including what the witnesses have to say, takes a decision on whether or not the person is guilty. The problem with a media trial is that sometimes a media trial can even color or prejudice the minds of a judge who is looking into a particular matter. Let us now examine what the law says about a media trial. A media trial is deemed to be a contempt of the law, and as such, people who are into media trials can be held to be contemptuous under the Contempt of Courts Act. The relevant section is mentioned on the screen. Let us now discuss some important media trials that have happened in the recent past. The first one is the Air India urination case. In this particular case, an elderly gentleman of 72 years of age could not hold his urination and urinated within the aircraft. This became a huge talking point for the media that blew it out of proportion, much to the humiliation of the man who actually had a medical problem. The matter is now before the Supreme Court and is titled as Hema Rajaraman versus Union of India and others. And the judges have condemned the way the media has handled this particular matter. Another very important media trial case was the Pradyuman Thakur case 2017, which was before the Haryana court and is titled as Ryan Augustine Pinto versus State of Haryana 2017. In this particular case, a 7-year-old boy was found to be murdered. The press focused the entire attention on the bus conductor and stated that it was the bus conductor who had murdered the child. The bus conductor was humiliated, he lost his job, and of course, there was societal pressure on the poor man. Eventually, when the matter was tried in court, the court found that a 16-year-old boy studying in the same school had actually committed the murder. Another case that finds mention as far as media trial is concerned is the famous Sushant Singh Rajput case. In this particular case, Sushant Singh Rajput's girlfriend Riya Chakrabarti was hounded by the press and all sorts of allegations were made on her, including that she practiced black magic on the man. Eventually, she had to take the protection of the Bombay High Court as the media trial conducted by the press was not only affecting her sanity but has also greatly affected her career. The matter is now before the relevant court and the matter is undergoing the trial as it should be, and it is only after some time that we will know whether or not Riya Chakrabarti was guilty in the death of Sushant Singh Rajput. Freedom of the press, no doubt, is a very important right that a press has. But this right must be exercised with caution and in moderation, and the press should always report what is correct. It is not the role of the press to conduct a trial the way a court of law does. Hence, I would say that people should not get affected by media trials because they will never know the truth, and they should also understand that the media only does all this to increase their ratings or to increase their TRPs. Team The Indian Lawyer has done a lot of hard work, and thanks to our viewership, we now have a good subscription base. In fact, this morning, YouTube sent us an email asking us to put details of our YouTube channel on Twitter. If you have found our video useful, please like, share and subscribe so that we continue doing this work of spreading legal knowledge to one and all. Thank you and namaste.